right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. A lot to dive into and discuss in today's video of what's going on with the Challenger Circuit, the Pro League, some of the results, some roster changes and news that we have that's really unfortunate to see as well. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things going on, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Do have a little bit of an update. I've heard your feedback regarding how much we cover North America and a little bit less on the other regions. So I've always wanted to do the other regions. I've always wanted to give equal coverage, but it gets really hard because there's so many people to talk about, so many pros, so many regions compared to, like, you know, a game like Call of Duty or something. It's a lot more condensed down, but I also didn't want to make it too long of a video. So I have a new strategy, a new plan where we're going to try to give everybody proper coverage. Got all the scrim accounts that we can give scrim updates on, not just North America, but the other regions as well. And of course, talk about the ALGS official schedule also. So if you guys did not already see from yesterday's video, we did talk a lot about the North American Challenger Circuit teams that were probably more predominant. I do think that the Challenger scene in North America is a lot bigger than the other regions, specifically because there's a lot of pros that should have been in Pro League, but of course the competition is so fierce. And when you go into these other regions, there's not as many big tier names that are in Challenger Circuit fighting their way in. So Infam Central, of course, gave an update on Tripods yesterday, and Tripods did place well. If you're wondering how Nick Merckx and his squad are doing, they are moving on into fighting again today, so you'll have to watch into their stream to see how they're doing. I think it starts at 3 p.m. Eastern, but Tripods did really phenomenal yesterday. I think, like, constantly top threes, 3 top threes in a row. Team VJ as well, which was Team Vaxlon. He even posted yesterday, 3 rounds of CC in a day is rough. It went really good, though. We go again tomorrow, and whatever rounds are left, these guys, of course, Vosky, Oxygen, Josh, and Vax did really good, and we'll see some more of them today. And now let's talk about more in the other teams that are going to be playing in today's game. So you've got Stealth, which did really good. McLovin, you guys know, former Pro League player as well. There's a lot of groups here, and I found it crazy. North America has so many more groups in round 3, and also they've got an extra round of quarterfinals that you don't really see as much in these other regions as well. Then you've got some of these other bigger names like Davis Wave, J Trips. You've seen them play in big time PSQ games as well. BR Kittens up there, the boys up there. VJ, of course, second place as well. Really good performance from them. There really wasn't too many teams that didn't qualify that we know pretty well. So I really found this to be a pretty easy first day for the Challenger Circuit for most of the bigger teams. So really good work on them. Of course, we got Wizard Coin. You've probably seen the drama back in the day that we covered. High Peak as well, King Proverb. These guys were good in the PSQ. And then pretty much just going on, though, Wendy's 4-4 is another team with Enoch. Of course, Enoch, this is going to be his first performance today. He doesn't play on Saturdays, of course, with his religious beliefs. So he had someone sub in for him on yesterday, and now he's going to be playing today. And they finished off Group 7, Round 3 in first place, by the way, with a sub. So really nice work out of them, and we'll see those guys pretty shortly as well. And then Firepower, another really good team. Profit just got released from Native Gaming, and here they are just absolutely battling it out, doing really good in Challenger Circuit. So really good work from them. I also found that not too many teams in the EMEA scene were really that necessary. I think the only one really was probably G-Dolphin, of course, but other than that, there wasn't really too many names that are massively big in the EMEA scene that were playing in Challenger Circuit. Of course, some may be well known, but G-Dolphin was a big one, of course, and they did really good as well. First place in Group 3, Round 3 also. Now, we do have the finalists for APAC North, and it is complete. Team Black is going to be the team moving on to PSQ for Split 2. So really good work out of them. The APAC South region as well has finished with Cold and Hell. These guys also will be moving, and they dominated this, by the way. 114 points in first place. Second place was 56 points. It was not even close. But these guys also have pushed their way in to PSQ for Split 2 qualifier. So really good work from them as well. South America, I did not realize how small this was, man. There's only round 1, then a semifinals, and then the finals. And the finalist team, which I thought was really neat, was Geared Gaming, which is the former Glitch Energy South American team with Rena Tricky and Panic and all those guys. So really good work from them. Happy for them as well, because I know that Geared Esports is one of those, or Geared Gaming is one of those organizations that is brand new. They just started, and they're still investing, and especially in a scene like South America, where you could argue that, you know, like, everybody's kind of pulled out of and nobody wants to invest in that scene anymore because there's no more Pro League. It's really nice to see and refreshing to see Geared Gaming still investing and these guys still performing well. So really good work from them. Now let's dive into the Pro League. Of course, we've got Pro League updates, and some of these guys have already started, some of these have already finished, and North America has yet to start. So let's start it off with the ones that have finished. APAC South, I was happy to see this. Number 1 team right now is Legends Gaming, and this is good work from them, of course. Now some of these guys have only played 3 games, and so they'll get their shot to get back in the first place. But Legends Gaming is the former Black Hand roster, and if you take a look at their match just yesterday, you could see that they didn't even get first. They got second, actually, but still did good enough to put themselves back at the top. Team Burger had a much better day. They have been struggling for quite some time. Iron Blood Gaming has consistently been doing well, so really good work from them. But I was happy to see Burger do good because these guys just I don't know, you make that roster change, you see these predominant names and you don't see them dominate. It was a little frustrating at first, I imagine, for them, but then you move over to APAC North. Really good. And one notice that I've had for APAC North, it has been pretty top heavy as far as the big organizations doing their thing, right? Fnatic, Riddle, Order, Pulver, I mean, they're all at the top. Northception all at the top. You don't really see these big organizations dropping off. And no offense to these other guys, but there's just no massively big name teams here at the bottom. All the good teams are doing good, and that's exactly what you wanted to see. And I'm really excited for these guys because all of these guys pretty much made a roster change with each other. Fnatic, Pulverex, Riddle, Order, they all kind of swap teams within each other. So really excited to see how this one goes. Fnatic really top heavy though. They did incredibly well. So congratulations to those boys as well. Now, we have not had the official start here for the EMEA scene today, but of course that is literally coming right now as we speak. They are getting ready to get started, and then North America will come shortly after. Element 6 obviously had a really good day in their first time. We'll see if they can keep that going on. And then you also got 07 playing today, and that's another team that everybody's watching out for, and 40% worse that we're looking out for as well. North America is the exact same way, have not started, but TSM, LG, everybody's got eyes on them, of course. I've got my eyes on Native Gaming today because Native sadly has not performed well at all, but they've got a lot to prove, and they still believe in each other, and I really like that as well. So we'll see how it goes. Also wanted to mention the unfortunate stuff coming from the EMEA scene. You will see Alliance play today, and this will be the last time that Yuki will be participating on this starting roster. He has decided to step down and go into the substitute spot as they pick up a new player. Now, it does seem like this player will be confirmed tomorrow, more than likely, from what I hear, but I have heard some names that have already been mentioned about joining this roster. And basically, the assumption is that there's going to be another roster change that you should look out for. So you may be saying who they're going to pick up, what's going to happen. It's not necessarily, from what I hear, going to be a simple pickup. It's going to be another roster change, more roster moves. That's going to open the door for them to pick the person that they were wanting, and the other team goes somewhere else. And then, so I've also heard that there's some organizations involved as well. So of course, stay tuned. We'll keep you updated right here. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to stay up to date with all things going on in the ALGS scene, let me know what you think about the coverage of more regions in this. And was it too long? Was it strung out? Did it get boring? Or is this a proper way of covering each region? Like I said, I have the scrim results for those guys as well whenever we go back into the weekdays. So let me know down below. And until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.